Thank you for being here. I appreciate you talking with me today. So, I have a couple questions for you. Can you tell me about your habit of staying up late and what that time meant to you?
Sure. So I used to stay up late, usually till about 1 in the morning, and it was a time for me to be able to decompress and relax from the day. I would spend time working every day and then get home, have to take care of things around the house. So then eventually it would run late into the night and I would have my own free time. And it gave me a chance to be able to unwind and relax. I would either watch a show or I like to read a lot, so I'd spend a lot of time reading fiction for fun. And especially if I really liked the book, I would just keep reading.
Yeah. I hear you. What did your typical nights look like before you started trying to change this habit?
I'd be working, getting home in the evening, 5, 6 o'clock, making dinner, getting something to eat, and then working on getting things done around the house, doing laundry, cleaning up the kitchen and the dishes afterwards. So then it wouldn't be until maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock that then I would start to unwind and be able to relax. So then at that point it would be that then I'd watch a show and then I'd usually transition to reading and I'd read for a couple hours or so. So it would be about 1 in the morning before I went to sleep.
Oh, wow. Wow. And how tired do you think that made you?
I think very much so. I'd wake up the next morning and I wasn't feeling very rested from having gone to bed so late.
That must have been hard, feeling really tired and having to push through the day the next day.
Yeah, you feel groggy.
Yeah. And you think that, being busy super late in the day probably led you to staying up pretty late, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do you think it has affected you physically and emotionally as well? Staying up super late?
Definitely physically, in which I was feeling very tired throughout the day.
Right.
And then you also anticipate that de-stressor period.
Yeah.
So you're looking for that even if it is very late in the day. And then psychologically and emotionally as well, yeah, because if you're more tired during the day, then that can have an impact on your mood and that you feel I would say you feel less able to accomplish things if you're that tired.
Yeah. I hear you. So, what have you noticed since trying to change this habit? What are some things that you noticed were especially difficult or maybe even easy?
Well, one thing that's difficult is that it becomes a part of your daily routine and schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So then you first have to try to alter your schedule, your work schedule, so you're doing things and getting them done earlier than prior to. And then even doing that, your body is still used to staying up that late. So you end up, even if you initially try to fall asleep at an earlier time, it's more difficult.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like an internal alarm clock.
Exactly.
Okay. So the alarm clock pretty much makes it harder to change that habit because you're already in that momentum and your body is reflective to that too.
Yeah, exactly. You really have to do it over a period of time to work in that change, and you have to be committed to it.
Right.
That's why
Are there certain times or feelings that kind of make it harder to stick to a sleep routine? Are we really? Oh, we are. Dang. Okay. We'll stop it there.
how many,
This is the end of our session. We will. Oh man, it was so professional. Okay, it's okay. She's not gonna care what you do. I'm
Mom?
gonna say thank you for sharing that with me. I really appreciate your openness.
You're
and
welcome.
we will continue our session next time. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now I'll have to